Good evening. I had no idea it was going to start with a happy birthday song. I really didn't. It's not birthday. It's not birthday jazz. It didn't say anything about birthday music. Scarlett, yo, Chris, what up? Hey, Irma, the Tupperware lady, Carmen, welcome. La Mera Mera, cool chick. I don't know. This is happy birthday, bro, not Valentine's. Hey, Jennifer. No pasa nada. Welcome. Hi, Eliana. PillowTalk. Bro, I invited you on. If you want to come on, you can come on still. You can make it. Let me trim this down a little bit. So, how's everybody doing? What's everybody doing on Saturday night? Besides being here live. Fausto, what's up? A lot of things happening this week. Hey there, Ms. Jaramillo. I said that because I don't know how to pronounce your first name. Is it Ainel? Jainel? Ainel? I'm guessing one of those is right. What's happening? Hi, Lucy. Welcome. Been a while. Where you been? So it's been a rather eventful day, right? We're watching the typical news, watching the news, watching what's going on there. All of a sudden, there's missiles dropping in at we thought it was on the U.S. consulate. And it turns out to be around the U.S. consulate, either on purpose or they just missed, you know? Hey, Wendy, cool. Nice to see you. So I don't know if it was on the consulate. Well, we thought it was on the consulate. It turns out it didn't hit the consulate. It hit around it. Hi, Lori. But still, that's what's called California. Oh, vacation. Vacation? Or did you move? That's what I would call a provoking act. And that's probably Putin using his buddies in Iran to do his dirty work. And but anyway, as of right now, there's no casualties. And I just put that out there. It seemed like it was going to be a lot worse. I don't know what's going to happen after that. We'll find out. Not allowed to go to Denver. Bummer. I had that all set up for you already. Hey, Rose. Nice picture. It's a different picture. So if you haven't heard yet, tomorrow I've got the Gonzalez family. And that's the story you guys have been seeing all day today since this morning about, and I started asking, are you guys, who's vegan? You know, and that whole vegan conversation came up. Oscar, what's up? Ozzy. Yeah, Bam is out at the movies right now. I don't know if he's going to make it. Bam is out watching Spider-Man. Leo Sam, hola, welcome. Alma, hey there. Howdy. Hi, finally not blocked. All right, not blocked. No blockage here. Anyway, so they're being attacked and persecuted because she had a baby. The family, she has more kids. She has 1, 2, I want to say 3 already. And then they had a baby, so they're feeding them a natural vegan, I imagine plant-based diet, and doing what she has to do to make sure the baby's healthy. Baby's been healthy. Baby was fine. And something happened. They had to go to the doctor, and that's where I'm going to leave it. Tomorrow you'll pick up the whole story. But basically, they were jailed. They're facing 16 years in prison each. They're being they're being tagged as child abusers, saying that the child is malnourished, and none of that is true. Yes, that's correct. Marisa, what's up? Nice to see you here. Hey, Nadia. I'm not vegan, but I've seen many recipes lately in favor of it. Yeah, I wish I had the strength to go vegan, but I am but a mortal man, and I just couldn't. I liked fajitas too much, and chicken. I've cut back on it a lot. I'm eating more salad and stuff like that, but Hungry Hippo, you made it. Yeah, so that's there's a lot of information, and there's a surprise there too that it's going to be a good story. I mean, if you guys are considering vegan, or the real bottom line here is that Child Protective Services is going way too far. They say they're protecting the children, but I don't think they've seen their kid in a year. He's a newborn. Well, I want to say a year, just over a year, and they haven't seen him. Once every couple of weeks or something like that, maybe once a month, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real good. So get the word out, spread that, share that link, and it's going to be real good. It's very interesting. Nothing wrong with making healthy choices for family. That's correct. I got nothing against. You know what? It's none of my business either. If the kid is eating and he's not sick and he's not being poisoned, why is it my business? Right? Exactly. Little cousin ate nothing but organic food. That's what I'm saying. I can't go vegan. I like my cheese and yogurts, chicken and pastas. So yeah, I get it. I get it. Not making fun of people who are vegan, and not making fun of those who can't be or want to be. Vegan is definitely beyond a diet, it's a lifestyle or something. Yeah, if your wife is vegan, right? Once my wife took the kids to the doc, and the doc asked, "Wait, are they vegan too?" My wife said, "No, of course. I'll let my kids have a vegan day once in a while, so their taste buds are used to it. So little by little, they'll get into it." I don't know. I don't know if I ever could go vegan completely. I don't know. Haven't tried it. I'd have to make a giant list of what's safe and what's vegan, considered vegan, and what is not. And I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that. Paley was another way. Yeah, I've heard of that too. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard of that also. That's right. Time changes tonight. It's the old fallback, spring forward. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, we lose an hour tonight. Hope you're having a good evening. June, welcome. Leo Sam, yes, CPS needs to focus on poor children that are being abused. Yeah, like what about obesity? What about the parents? I mean, I'll say moms mostly, but the parents, they go out grocery shopping and they're buying Cokes and Kool-Aid and fruit punch and chips and all that kind of junk. And the kids are chubby or whatever. It's like, what are you teaching them? If CPS cares so much about malnourishment, why don't they hunt down the parents who stuff their kids with obesity? Yes, 100%. Hey, Isabel. Welcome. Tofu. Oh. Tofu is not so bad. It's kind of yucky. But it's no taste, kind of. It's mostly no taste. As soon as you add some other ingredient, the taste of it is gone. Nope on the vegan. Yeah, it's not for everybody. That's some real discipline right there. That's some real discipline and willpower to be able to do that. Way too extreme. Both parents incarcerated at the same time. Yeah, both parents. And they're facing prison time. It's ridiculous. And there's a sense of corruption. The DA who prosecuted was like 30, 40, or I can't remember. But he had never lost a trial, never. So this already went to trial. It was a hung jury. So it was over, right? Wrong. The judge asked the DA, "Do you intend to retry it?" And the DA said, "Yes, we're going to retry. They belong in jail." Priorities, right? Carolyn Brown, welcome. Gotta have steak. I know, steak is so good. A nice New York strip. Yeah, I don't change my clock either. This is my clock. Okay. Yeah, getting more info for tomorrow's show. That's good. Hilda Garcia, welcome. My most favorite Everybody Loves Raymond episode is a turkey of the Thanksgiving episode. I don't know if I saw that. That's crazy because plenty of families they don't do this. I know, and my first thought when I talked to the family yesterday was, isn't California like vegan country, right? So I thought, but they're not getting much help. They're not getting much support, and they reached out the other night. Some of you guys were with me the other night when we had Selena Flores, daughter of Melissa Lucio. Remember that whole crazy night? Well, she caught some of that. They caught some of that, and they reached out because of that, because of the TikTok connection. And I posted stuff on TikTok for the show. So, yeah, so that's one thing. Government overstepping. It's almost to a fault. They're getting so... They're making them out like they're intentionally trying to kill the kid, and that's what's so wrong. What kind of malnourishment could they possibly have been getting? How can that even be proved? There's a lot of healthy vegans out there. Think about one of the strongest animals in the world. Yeah, freaking bulls, right? Bulls, cows, oxes. What do they eat? Grass. Gorillas. What do they? Gorillas don't eat meat. Gorillas eat grass. Gorilla pounce and beat your ass. Anybody? That's a big animal. Minerva, welcome. I was told once to give gravy butter to my son so he could gain weight. And then we were at the hospital after a seizure because he was skinny. I told him first run test and found out he lacks vitamins or is deficient. Then come back and accuse my son for having autism. Eats very, very good. Oh, that's definitely good. RG, Miss Miller, welcome, Miss Miller. How you doing? Thank you for your service. I remember now that, yes. Where's John? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that too. That was a crazy night, wasn't it? Isabel, you were here too for that. Not sad because how they choose to feed their children. The point is they're not starving, they're eating. And the father of the child, he's a fitness instructor. He's a personal trainer. He's got a restaurant. All healthy stuff. He's healthy. He's not feeding garbage to his family. You saw the photos. The photo of the family, that's the whole family. The father is not in that particular photo, but that's the family. Bamboo. Yeah, that's who. Pandas, right? They love that stuff. Things like this make people lose trust in doctors. And, oh, yeah. Wait till you hear the story when they get to the hospital. It's like, wow. It's really going to be good. See if you're going to be there for that. And then the continuing story is Melissa Lucio. And, I actually thought about making a trip and going out there to see if I could talk to her. But there's some things that I need, credentials that I have to get, paperwork to be filed. And it's, it's too short of a time. And soon she's going to be transferred, I think, at 30 days out. I think I could be wrong, but I think at 30 days out or inside of 30 days, she'll get transferred to Huntsville. She's in Gatesville right now, Gatesville prison, and weeks prior to the execution date, she'll get transferred to Huntsville in preparation for the execution. And I think if it gets that far, it's it's not a good thing at all. That's a bad situation. So some of y'all were here a couple nights ago. I want to say it was Thursday night, right? Yeah, it was Thursday night. And we were doing I was broadcasting the VT video that she did after her court date. And then somebody said, hey, Selena's on. She's on live on her TikTok. So I asked some of you guys, do you want me to switch or you want to stay with VT? And you guys seem to want to switch. So did that. And we were watching her, as you know. And she made it clear that she didn't want to talk to me. And then not only me, she didn't want to talk to people like me or do interviews, because apparently she did one and they edited video and they intentionally made her look bad or something like that. I don't know if that's the case or not. So I told her, I don't edit video. We go live. And I don't cut up the live. I may cut off the very early 5 seconds or whatever. I think if there's too much dead time at the beginning or at the end, I'll trim that off. But I never edit interviews or anything like that. And she said, "Yeah, no, I don't trust anyone, and because of what happened, and so that's why I'm not going to talk to you or talk to any of them." So she's on her live, I'm on my live, and we're showing her live. So I decided to start asking questions, and I'm putting questions up there. And guess what? She's answering them. Some of them she didn't, but I'll say most of them she tried to get to. She tried to discuss. And then I was like, just come on live. If not today, another day. Oh, no, I'm not going to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, you're talking to me now, but messages are being relayed. Like when you pass a note in class and it was so bizarre. Because I kept saying, you say you're not going to talk to me, but you're talking to me. But in a weird, it was very strange. So that night turned into the whole thing was 4 hours. I think we were on with her for 2 hours, right? 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. And I was here for the Melissa show. It was crazy. It was interesting, but it was sad. And then her brothers came. John was around, Bobby was around and came later. And then what's the other guy? Richard. I don't know if he's family. Is Richard or I'm not sure what he is. But there was a lot of issues there. And it was made very, very evident. It's a very dysfunctional situation. And I was thinking about it the last few days. And how did the brother know? I think he was watching her on TikTok, Rose. I think he was watching her there. And I was thinking about it the last few days. And I was gonna have Bobby on. I was gonna have John. And then I think it's in the best interest of them. And I think for me also not to have them on. I decided not to have them on. And just talk to the professional side of it, the legal side, the attorneys, the advocates, the groups like freemelissalucio.org, and any other professionals that are talk about it. I think it's better if I'm on the outside of the fishbowl looking in. I think I never wanted to have that kind of interaction, and I don't want to do it again. It was exhausting. First of all, it was exhausting, and it just became this circus that I'm always trying to avoid. You guys all know that, and I don't want to go there, and I don't think it's a good idea. And I think that's So if you want to hear what they got to say, check out the documentary. Sabrina's going to be releasing some more footage, she said, sometime in the next week. I was hoping she'd have it out by tomorrow, but I'm not sure when she's going to release it. She must have been on something. She was on a roll. I don't think she was on. If you're talking about Selena, I don't think she was on anything. I just think So one question from Selena was, why didn't you air my interview or my brother's interview? Why didn't you show that? And Sabrina said it on the interview. There were a lot of inconsistencies, and she kept going around things and circling things and in and out, just different. It was never like a same solid story all the time. And she didn't feel comfortable showing that when it would change. So that was said on the interview. I said it the other night with Selena where we were going back and forth. You saw that. And some of you guys were saying, "Oh, you give her a chance," or she's not being like that and she's not being like that. But guess what? At the end of the night, and I was getting messages and said, "You know what? You're right. Sabrina was right. I don't blame her for not having her on, because it's been wishy-washy the whole night." And Sabrina's smart. Sabrina's not a liar. She's not shady. She was trying to. I think she made her point by not having them on, and by what happened that night. And I told her, I didn't want it to get like that. So I made that decision. I'm not going to have them on. I'm not going to have family on at all anymore. Not theirs. What I'm talking about is theirs. It's too much of a dysfunctional situation. I don't want to add to it. I don't want people to make fun of the situation. It's bad enough as it is. And, I think the focus should be made on trying to get Melissa another trial. Honestly, that has to happen. John came in. I'm guessing he was seeing her show, and he came on. Yep, that's what I think, too. 4 hours, the whole thing, right? Yeah. And and I got to tell you something. When we were done with Selena, when she went offline, and then we went back. Remember, you guys wanted to watch the last 10 minutes of VT? When we put on VT, it was so weird because it seemed normal. It was like a relief. I don't know how to explain that. But it was such a crazy couple hours on that TikTok live thing with Selena. When we went to VT, I was like, okay. I can't explain it. I almost felt sorry for VT and what, like, I don't know what it is. It just, it was bizarre. Let's see. Yes, Richard was a younger brother. Okay. And then I found out some things about Richard. And I definitely not going to bring him online. And, I don't think it would do Melissa any good for certain entities or people to watch what was happening with the family. Honestly, I don't think that'd be good for Melissa's cause. And once the girl on TikTok found out that Sabrina was active in the chat, things went a little, they did. Then it was a little more, it got amped up a little more. Yep. Yeah, I think that was okay. Governor Abbott right now cannot get involved legally. He's not able to. He can't. Even if he wanted to, he can't. He can only get involved once the governor said, once the Supreme Court says, we're not listening. We want nothing to do with it. We're done with it. So until that happens, and that could be tomorrow, that could be 15 minutes before the execution date, before execution time. And then and only then is he able to intervene. And whether he will or not, don't know a thing. Don't know. And it's sad to think that given what we've seen, at least I feel, given what we've seen and what we've heard in the film and other people talking and other interviews and the other additional footage that's on Sabrina's page, it would suck if she was put to death. It wouldn't be fair. I feel bad already that she's there, that nobody's listening. You can go to Hulu. If you don't have a Hulu account, just sign up for the free trial, watch it, and then cancel your trial. Or I think you can rent it on Prime or something. But it would be good to watch. It's called The State of Texas versus Melissa. I thought I had it up here. It's that right there on your right. The State of Texas versus Melissa. That's what you'll see when you look it up on Hulu. And it'd be very sad if she didn't get another trial, and possibly be let out. Possibly be even let out. I think that's it's in the realm of possibility for that to happen. Never a straight answer. Yeah, it was. It's all malicious. Yeah, exactly. Paul, what's up? Flights got canceled, so I rebooked just prior to going to the airport. New departure 11:15 a.m. Ugh. Where are you at? Are you outside of Houston or up in Ohio? Robin, it's not on Netflix. Unless they put it on there recently. It's not on Netflix. It's on Hulu. Yep, Hulu. That's right. If you would have had invited Sabrina back, love that night, I think things would have gone. Oh, no, yeah. But Sabrina didn't want to come back on. She was kind of defending herself, defending certain comments and certain facts. And but she was not going to join that circus. And but I think it emphasized it. I think it emphasized Sabrina's point of why she didn't include footage from them, because I think the point was proven, and I think, I don't know if they're watching or who is or whatever, but the more they're out there doing stuff like that, that's not good for them. Very intimate matter. Yes, it is. Who's the other brother? Is it that Richard guy? Yes, Richard, John, Bobby. The whole family is weird. They have issues big time. Araceli, welcome. And it's sad, you think. And I think Sabrina's right. How do you go from, and everyone said, family and friends, she was never violent. She was never a violent person. So how do you go from non-violent to all of a sudden you have a kid and then you're violent with that one kid? It just didn't make any sense. I know drugs can do things. I get that. But it still wasn't in her. If it's not in you to be like that, it just it doesn't fit, So part of you for changing your mind and never going to heal it. Yeah. I would not. That night it was an exciting moment, and it was everybody's all hyped up, and let's talk to Bobby, let's talk to John, and then the next day, once you calm down, you start thinking about everything. I was like, no, I think it'll be bad for them too. And not because you guys will go at them. I'm not worried about that. It's because how they're gonna be going at each other and how that's gonna look. You know, I agree with all over the place, and it's sad. Instead of just worrying about justice and the truth of a little girl, all they did was argue. Yeah, it was. Yes, I guess they're upset at each other. Who sits on the Texas Supreme Court? Got to look that up. Hey, Denise, welcome. I wonder how many other mothers in the U.S. have been on death row for the same thing. Yeah, that's it won't be surprised. Oh, Ohio. Okay. Birthday music again. Let me skip over this. Can we have a watch party for? Are you talking about for the 27th for the execution date? Yeah, I was thinking about that. I hope it doesn't get to that, but it might get to that. And obviously, it's not going to be a watch party night, like to celebrate anything, or we want to see. Not that we're going to see it, but that we want to know that, oh yeah, somebody was just executed or something. It's more of a, can we possibly capture the moment when that phone call comes in, right? I saw the next a while back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think it's on there right now. I mean, you can check. Somebody wants to check. I don't think it's on Netflix. Lucio has served plenty of time. Not enough evidence. I don't know. I think 15 years for, even if it's something like negligent homicide, something like that. I think about this much time that she's served is probably, give or take, what somebody would serve for something like that. And not to mention the horrible drama that's going on with the family. It's stressful. Can't even imagine. I don't understand what made them turn on their mom. Good question. Is it possible that it was a freak accident? It's possible. The way. Okay, when you watch the interview, not that I'm trying to spoil it, watch the documentary. If you haven't seen it again, watch it again if you're able to. But did you see, and I talked about this already, did you see when they spoke with Alexandra? And it was just creepy. She flat out said, I did not care for that child. I didn't feel close to that child. I felt like she wasn't a sibling or something like that, she said. She felt nothing towards her. And some of them said, yeah, it was witnessed that Alexandra, slapping her or smacking her or beating her head on the ground, on the floor or something. And I was in shock. Like, how do you do that to a little kid? I don't care. If you're another little kid, you don't know better. That's one thing. But I think they said she would have been around 16 years old, Alexandra. And how do you do that to a kid? Even at 16, you should know that's, you don't. Oh my goodness, it's music again. I'm gonna have to find something else because this is I don't know what it is with that birthday music. Yeah, I don't get it. How do you do that to a child? Anyway, I'm thinking maybe she did something. Maybe she kicked her, kind of pushed her to fall, and maybe she went down the stairs. Maybe she did it, and obviously, maybe she didn't mean to kill her, but just to get out of here. She's a nuisance or something, and kicked her, make her trip, make her fall. And then, she ended up hitting her head, and then that resulted in her death. That's what I think happened. I don't think she necessarily killed her on purpose. Just a big cover-up. Mom is covering up, I think, for the kid. They were still sore about the subject. Oh yeah, for the documentary, yeah, they were. That's what I had to think after Sabrina's interview. I had no idea Mariah had club feet. They were not exactly clubbed feet. They were just a little. I think that they call it a gate, or the gate was off or something. Where instead of being like this, one of them was like this. And yeah, it does. Kids, you have to learn how to walk that way if you're not going to correct it. From what I understood, Mariah was severely special needs, possibly nonverbal. I don't know. Melissa said she would talk to her. Melissa said that she would talk to her, that she wanted her nails painted. Remember, she said that at the beginning of the movie, that she wanted her toenails painted, and she would have little conversations with her here and there. Unless that's a lie, but sad situation. Yes, it is, Gloria. 1111. Yep, I did. Made a wish. Good numbers, by the way. 1111. But yeah, the whole situation overall is just like never should have happened. It just. And then you think about the other side of it, the prosecution, her lawyer. Why would you keep out evidence that could possibly help her? Evidence that could help her. Bring people up to talk that could help her. Why leave that out? It's almost like he was working to put her in jail instead of trying to keep her out of jail. And that's Mr. Gilman, Peter Gilman. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know this for a fact, I think it's from the Gilman family, the Honda people over there, San Benito. Ignorance of law. Yeah. 1111, all those kids have PTSD. I believe that. She would dream the baby wanted to get her nails painted. Right. Oh, she would dream about it. Okay, I thought she was remembering that stuff. Because yeah, nobody ever said that the baby spoke ever. I don't know that she didn't. I just know that they never talk about it. Hey, Troy. Maybe the state paid him off. Yeah, you know what? Gilman, her attorney, joined the district attorney's office before the case was even done and over. How do you like them apples? And not only him, his wife also, they both joined the DA's office. And then, if you didn't catch this, they paid Gilman more money than people who were already in the DA's office working there for years. They gave him more money. What's up with that? If the attorney thought she couldn't stand trial, he should have made a move. Instead, he just let her. Yes, exactly. She could stand trial, but he kept things out, getting people out. You know, the kids, there were some of the kids who were going to testify on her behalf. She never abused me. She never hit me. I never saw her hit Mariah. He wouldn't let them talk. Why? Oh, they're kids. They're running around. They're going to make noise. And, you know, I'm like, so, and you put all that together, and it's a very compelling case for a retrial. Absolutely a retrial. Obviously with different players, you know, it's just a big mess. And it's almost like they want this to go the full course, execute her, so that they don't have to go back and rehash this whole thing over again for the fear of maybe uncovering some shady crap. I think that's what's ultimately going against her. So very, very bad. Very bad. I hope she gets a freaking retrial. I hope somebody. That's why you got to make noise about it. If you believe it's not whether she's guilty or not. That's a whole other story. Is she guilty of neglect? Obviously, yes, she is. But for neglect, has time been served already? If it's only neglect, especially if we think somebody else did it. You got to want a retrial. You have to. You have to want a retrial. And even if she were to get convicted again of neglect, it should nowhere be near execution. It really shouldn't. Luke, what's up? How you doing, Luke? Yeah, so, it's real messed up, man. I hope enough noise has to be made. That's the only way this thing is going to be brought up. It's going to catch your attention. And believe me, they know about it anyway. They just don't want to act on it for some reason. You think she's covering for family members? I do. I think she's covering for Alexandra. Have you seen that little YouTube snippet? What is it called? Not a reel. It's called a short. Have you seen that short that I posted out there? I can show it to you. Well, I'll give you the link to it. You know what? Maybe I'll show it to you. Let me put the link up. You guys can watch it as you like. I'm putting the link in the comments. And then I got more to tell you about that link as well. Watch that link right now real quick. Can I imagine a family secret? Incest with the quantity of children in the household and numerous DNA tests. I don't even want to think about that. Good Lord, I hope that's not even anything like that. Mariah was born with cocaine, and 3 weeks later, CPS removed him for 2 years. Melissa may have been going through postpartum depression, and when the kids came back, she was upset that she didn't get the $5,000 for 2 years. I don't know. It was always. I don't know. All I know is that everyone has said she was never violent. Even when it came to discipline the kids, that she wouldn't. That she was not the one to lay out the discipline. If she was a hard ass and she was beating the kids all the time, there was a history of it. Different story. But even her family said she would lock herself in the bathroom, do her whatever she was doing, her drugs, and she'd stay there for 2 or 3 hours until she was high, and then back down to not being high, and then she would come out and deal with the kids. There are several other women on death row in Texas who have been there longer, but Melissa, yeah, that's the other thing. Why? What's the rush? Why they want to put her out so quick? Look at the guy, John Lee Rubio, the Brownsville case, decapitated 3 kids. Remember? We briefly talked about this before. Definitely deserves the death penalty. There's no place on this planet for a scumbag like that. Well, he wants new evidence introduced, and guess what? The judge is going to allow it. And this happened before Melissa's situation. Yet he's getting a chance to bring more evidence out. Tell me that all crap is not shady. Shonda, hey there. She's not covering for a family member because she wouldn't file appeal. I think the daughter did it, but it made it look like her mom did it. But it doesn't. But it doesn't even look like Melissa did it. Just from what's out there right now, there's a doubt. There's a reasonable doubt. There's no solid evidence that, the mom did it. There really isn't. I know she messed up by confessing in the first place, by not saying, you know what? I want my lawyer right now. I'm not talking. But just a lot of people don't know that, I guess. I happen to watch enough TV where if that were to happen to me, I'm like, get my lawyer. Because it didn't help her. Does the family know why the kids are saying different now? They don't know why, especially the ones that who were not even there to see anything are saying that there was no this or no that, or that there was. Like a lot of them were not even around. They were living elsewhere. So how can they say? One lady stabbed her 5 and 6-year-old sons in '96, but she's still on death row. Yeah, but they want to hurry up and take Melissa out. Sorry, Shonda. Yep. John Lee, I think it is. John Lee Rubio. The DA and the defense have to know something that could incriminate them. Yes. Yeah. The word is that the DA that was, well, he was a DA afterwards. When they got sent to prison, the Villalobos, well, he's out of prison now. Now he's serving the supervision part of his life. So apparently he's got a conscience now, and he wants to talk to the attorneys to tell them, I think, that yeah, she was probably railroaded. She did not have a fair trial. So I don't know if they're gonna actually do that. Let him talk to the attorneys. I don't know what involvement he's going to be able to have. Did you put up? Yeah, I put it up. I put it in the comments. You didn't see it there? Let me try it again. Actually, I'm going to post it to my page. Give me a quick second, and I'll do that right now. Come on. All right, here we go. It's going up there in like 10 seconds. Just a very short clip. All right, it's posted. Go check that out real quick. I mean, if that's not admission right there. That's on my page, on the Manny Behind the Mic page. You know what? I'll post it onto my personal page as well. Okay, it's there. Just refresh the page. It's on it's on both of my pages right now. Oh, John Allen. Okay, John Allen Rubio, not John Lee Rubio. Okay, John Allen. Thank you. Yeah, that case is other. That's, I don't know if I'll discuss that ever. It's very gruesome, and there's no mystery there. He did it, and obviously he was sick in the head, and he did what he did, and yeah, man, this is Texas. Lynching hunger still thrives. There seems to be a rush to want to put her to death. I don't want to say it's because she's Hispanic, because the DA, the attorney, some of them are Hispanic. So I would hate to think that it's, the same race on racism. Is it possible? Yeah, I think it's more of a, oh, look at the family she comes from. She's got nothing. She won't have anything. Nobody's going to miss her. Let's just brush it, make it disappear. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong, because for years, people didn't know about this case in the Valley. They heard here and there, but they didn't know anything about it. And it just kind of went by the wayside while they were in court, the trial, and nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew she was sitting on death row. Jennifer, I was part of the original pool to be selected for the jury. Oh, man, really? Families in high-profile cases should never talk with the media. post to fit their agenda. Selena is smart. Selena is smart to do that, speaking from experience. Smart for doing her own. She's got her own agenda, you mean? Smart for doing that? Yeah. But is that smart to help her mother? Yeah, that's not smart. There were 400 of us in that first waiting room. So I'm assuming you did not get selected? You were not part of her jury? Or were you? Do you remember Racehorse Rain, the attorney from Houston? He set up for a Hispanic family who worked for a wealthy family. When they passed, the family left them the majority of their wealth and land. The adult children tried to railroad the Hispanic family because of them being workers. Haynes defended them. The Hispanic family won. That's awesome. That's awesome. It could have been that they were trying to make an example out of her since it was election year. Oh, that for sure. They were trying to get another win. That's for sure. And for Gilman, it was his first high-profile federal capital case, capital murder case. First time ever. He got no help. In the will, it was legally left to the family. Oh, good. I'm glad that they got... Okay, I got to change this music. I don't want to hear Happy Birthday for the fourth time again already.
Before we were using Monday.com, our team was...
So did you guys watch that clip? I know I played it the other night too. Have you watched that clip? That lady, if you saw the Lori, thank you, Lori. Yeah, I didn't want to call, I've called it something else before, late night something or whatever, but for some reason that popped into my head right now and went with that. Okay, so you guys watched that video clip, hopefully. And if you saw the documentary, you know who that is. Remember? She was the investigator. One of the investigators. On that for that case for Melissa, not for Melissa, but for the court. Well, I'm trying to schedule her. She agreed to be on, and I should have her on. I'm gonna let her know that I'm gonna shoot for Tuesday to have her on, and she agreed to come and talk about the case. She can talk about. She's still involved in it. She can talk about only what she can talk about, and she's not going to say anything that'll compromise the case or herself. I wouldn't do that to her anyway. So I told her, if there's something you can't touch on, just say, hey, sorry, I can't talk about that. Let's talk about something else. But I think there's enough there where she'll be able to discuss, certain things, a lot of things, but just not any specific things, right? So that's going to be good. So look for that. I'm going to let her know tomorrow. I'm looking for Tuesday. See what she says. Where can I follow Selena? Facebook or YouTube? Neither. She only goes on TikTok. And that's the only reason I got TikTok a couple of weeks ago, was to try to get her to talk to her. But she would never respond. And but because of TikTok and what happened the other night, the Gonzalez family reached out and said, hey, we got this happening. Can I come and talk about this? Her screen name is 5th of 14. That's her screen name. 5th as in 5, the number 5, TH, and then of, OF, and then 14. If you just type in Melissa Lucio, you'll find her instantly. Hey, Lori, welcome. Lori, we got a good one tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. So, yes, I'm going to have that the nice lady, the investigator who's on the documentary. We can pick her brain on a few other things, and I'm sure she can give opinions and that kind of thing, but specific things to the case, she obviously won't be able to talk to. She won't even be able to say anything at all. But like I said, I still think that there's enough there that to hear from her. So that'll be good. Let's see what else is coming up next week. I'm trying to get Miguel Escobar back. I kind of messed up last week. I feel bad because I set up a show with him, and then life got busy, and I was not going to be able to do the show, and I forgot to tell him. So like 30 minutes before the original show time, he's texting me, like, where's the link? Send me the link. And I was like, and I apologize profusely, and I got to reach out back to him again. I messed that one up, so hopefully I gave him a few days to get over it, being mad at me or whatever. So I'll reach out to him again. And that's another one. So, and we'll see where this the Gonzalez family, because their case is going back. The pretrial, the second one is on the 18th of March. That's next week. So that's why I said, yeah, let's do this in a hurry. Let's get online and get this out there. So please tune in tomorrow, and if you can share the links that are out there on YouTube and Facebook, please do that. I think this is important. This is ridiculous. They haven't seen their child, and what you're going to hear tomorrow, you're going to go, that's not abuse. That's not malnutrition. That's a DA who's hungry for a win. And that's money, right? That's money for CPS that they get for having that child. So again, money is involved. Do you think this is a modern day lynching? Pretty much. It's happening right in front of our eyes. And it's not fair. It's not fair. And I said, I'm a proponent. I'm a big supporter of, I believe in a death penalty. But I believe in a death penalty has to be perfect. It has to be just the right situation. It has to be, the crime has to fit it. And John Allen Rubio, who decapitated those 3 kids, he's gone. He should have been gone already. I like the idea of what's been done in China years ago. I don't know if it still is. I think it is. Where if you were guilty, capital punishment was carried out in 2 weeks. Less than 30 days and you were gone. And it was by firing squad. And the last day, whatever the date was, they would use a bullet and they would send a bill to your family for the cost of that bullet. But that was very swift punishment. That's why there's not a lot of nasty crime and murder over there. There really isn't. Commercials. It's not, there isn't a lot of crime like there is over here. And they have more people than we do. So, and I would be okay with that, except I think it would take, the trial would have to be, so much detail. It would have to be 100%, 1,000% positive that yes, that guy killed that person, or he killed those kids, and Yeah, I'm okay with that. But it's got to be ironclad, airtight, perfect. Because one of the worst things in my head is to execute somebody who was innocent. That is very messed up. So, Nadia says, I say make the death row criminals should be executed just the way the victim suffered. Yeah. But that's like movie stuff, right? So if a guy killed somebody by running him over, you're going to get a car and take him out to a parking lot and have him run over? Yeah, that's not. Now we're talking cruel and unusual. Only unusual because we're going for the overly traumatic effect. I don't know. That's my opinion. It's whether it's lethal injection or gas, as long as they can just fall asleep and go, and they're gone. That's all. The point is that they're gone, not the pain of the electric chair or the chemicals going in their veins or anything like that. Yep, that's right. Nancy, ciao. From Italy, welcome. Sure seems like it. Yeah. So, yeah, gonna cut it short. Not gonna be a very long night. Didn't want it to be barely this long. Don't forget, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Texas time, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna have the Gonzalez family. This whole vegan talk thing we've been discussing all day long. There was a reason for that, and these parents are being accused of malnourishment and abuse because they've got their child on a vegan diet, and some other details that pertain to it also, which you'll find out tomorrow. Can't give it all away right now. Then why would you want to watch tomorrow? So yeah, tomorrow's going to be good. So please tune in for that and share. The more people we can hear. The point of that too is that CPS is going a little too overboard in trying to separate kids from their families. That is the real issue. It's not the vegan, it's not the food, it's not the diet. It's that why is CPS trying so hard to separate families? And it's all about the money. So think about that. It costs more to kill the inmate than to keep him alive for the rest of his life. That too. My niece is vegan and pregnant. And I'm sure she's going to be just fine. I think meat does more harm. Anyway, we all know what meat does. If you haven't heard me talk about that movie, What the Health? Meat is very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Meat, especially red meat I'm talking about right now, causes inflammation in your body immediately. As you eat it, as you're absorbing the chemicals of the meat, it's causing inflammation. That's why gout happens so fast. So consider trimming down on eating meat. Believe it or not. Yeah, I'll say it. I don't eat it every day either. And it's not good. It really is not good. Yes, absolutely. Red meat, no bueno. So, all right. I'm going to call it a night. Everyone have a great rest of your Saturday night. Have a great Sunday and Sunday morning. Hello. Nice. I forgot YouTube doesn't block. Hey there. Well, YouTube doesn't block, but I could keep you off if I wanted to, but I don't do that. I don't like blocking people. You're nice to me. I'll be nice to all you guys. I don't like blocking people. Oh, Angela. Oh, that's right. Angela's in Facebook jail. She's in Facebook jail over some comment she made, which is, you know what? Facebook is. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that. You guys have a great, wonderful, beautiful night and a great Sunday. Spend time with your families tomorrow. I try not to do Sunday shows. I really don't. But I've been doing them here and there because Sundays I want to leave for the family and don't want to have you looking online. And, when you should be, when you should be with your family. At least that's what I think anyway. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this real quick. If you didn't get to see it, here it is. Let me get this banner off here. All right, ready?
What about the accident? Do you believe there was an accident? No, I don't believe it was an accident. I believe that Alex, and even from her own mouth to me, yes, I did it.
Want to hear that again?
What about the accident? Do you believe there was an accident? No, I don't believe it was an accident. I believe that Alex, and even from her own mouth to me, yes, I did it.
There it is. That's pretty. Now, those words were not allowed to enter the courtroom. They were not allowed to enter the courtroom. Why? That would have been good to hear. It would have been, you know what? Let's get Alexandra up here on the stand. What's going on? Just got out. Isabel. Oh, okay. Ani, welcome. Yes, Sundays. Buonanotte. Thanks for hanging out with a little bit, Nancy. Have a great evening, man. Sorry I could just late. It was at the Rio Grande Stock Show. Cool. No, hey, not a problem at all. Just a 1 hour thing. Thumbs up. Please hit the likes for the videos. Feel free to drop some coinage in the tip jar. Always appreciated. Cold cut. That's the lady that I'm going to have on. I'm going to try to get her on for Tuesday. If she's got time on Tuesday, we're going to do it on Tuesday. I'll let her know tomorrow. I should have let her know today, but I've been busy. So, everyone have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we will catch you tomorrow at some point. Well, 7 p.m. If something happens.